been doing 1983 civil rights litigation for almost exclusively for about 4 years, but since 2009, we've been doing that kind of work.
So 1983 actions, talk to us about what that is and what that means.
Sure. It's the federal enabling statute for the Constitution. So if your constitutional rights are violated, then you can sue the government using 42 USC section 1983.
If I'm not mistaken, I've tried to sue the government a few times and I've failed miserably.
Yeah.
There has to be some sort of colorable claim, right?
Yeah, it has to be a colorable claim. It's a violation of law under the color of state law. And so you have to have a state actor, and they have to be working in that capacity.
So like cops beating up people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Generally when they're on duty. It's hard to make a case when a cop is off duty.
I found that though they really have to beat the person up. Like soft
They're very
tissue
fact-specific cases. They're very, very fact-specific cases. And the law is not particularly favorable. The Fifth Circuit, which covers Texas, Mississippi, and Louisiana, is not, it's one of the worst circuits in the country for plaintiffs' law in this particular field.
We have a lot of, I have a lot of clients who say, oh, well, cops tased me, cops beat me up, these kind of things, and they want to sue.
Right.
But without you losing a limb or breaking your leg.
Well, one of the elements of a cause of action is damages. And so, yes, excessive force is a significant damage, but without long-lasting damages, sometimes there's not enough damage to be worth it for a lawyer to take it. And sometimes if it's a one-off case, you can't get a nonprofit to take it. Nonprofits in Texas tend to only focus on cases that are bellwether cases or cases that...
You said bellwether. What does bellwether mean?
It's a case that'll change the law for an entire class of people. So instead of taking just a tasing case, which happens unfortunately way too frequently, they will look for a case in which someone's right has been violated, and then and if they win the case, it will set a precedent that allows for an entire class of people to be protected. Like we had a case where we argued the right of individuals to film the police, and we were able to get that established as a right that people have in the Fifth Circuit, which hadn't been done yet. It had been done in a couple of other circuits, but in fact, in several circuits, the courts of appeals have found that there is no constitutional right to film the police. And so there's a circuit split on that, and eventually it'll go to the Supreme Court.
So if I go in and the Stros lose or win, and I have to film some cops doing some things.
Yep. You have the right to do that now.
Totally cool with doing that?
Yes, you have the right to do that, as long as you don't interfere with them in any way. And of course, that interfere language is very, it's flexible from their point of view.